I could honestly say that I'm at the point in my life where nothing on the internet shocks me anymore. We just had an OF model get ran through by 100 guys in 24 hours. We got a Bob house now. But what I'm going to be covering today has to be the saddest thing I've seen on the internet so far. So on a random day last week, I think I was in a bad mood. I just finished crashing out over a FIFA game. By the way, if you're looking to get into FIFA, I'm sorry to tell you, you're about like 10 years behind. I mean, over the last few years, EA has managed to go 4 for 4 in absolute dog water releases. You're honestly better off saving your money rather than buying such garbage. So please choose happiness. Anyways, after being viciously violated by such terrible gameplay, I thought it was finally time to calm down and get my daily social media scrolls in. But little did I know that I'll be introduced to what I think is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen on the internet.
Blondes, go! Abigail Lutz, Brecky Hill, Kronikov, Mia Makova, Kylie Page, Nicole Aniston, Callie Roses, Savannah Bond, Alexis Fox, Alex Lynx, Tasha Rain, Giselle Palmer, Jessie Lynn, Serene Siren, Ricky Six, and we got Samantha Saint! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm the best! I'm leading the Gisler! I'm the Gisler, bro! I know all the blonde girls!
Unfortunately, I can now tell you that we now have something called a goon quiz.
What?
And what we just saw was a goon specialist at work. This is by far the worst gooner I've ever seen in my life. This man just went on a rampage for 20 names in like 20 seconds. And if at this point you're still confused about what he did, all those people are actresses from popular gooning sites, and this man just aced that quiz purely from memory. I am really appalled just to even try and imagine what the inside of bro's room must smell like on a daily basis. And perhaps the worst part about this is that there are people coaching him in the comments like, yo, you missed this person. Like, dog, what do you mean when you say no Ava Elfie, bro?
Oh, get him out of here!
Bro must think he's the 5-star recruit. Nah, fam, you're just weird. Now that I think about it, I don't even think that it was the knowledge of this information that was really shocking to me. Given the climate of our current societal state, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that there's a decent amount of people that have this much gooning knowledge. Even though the whole concept of knowing that much is crazy in itself. I mean, this guy's over here frying the quiz like he just came out of an ultimate final exam study session. But what I find the most bizarre and the most disturbing about this whole thing is why he has decided to heavily push this as an online personality. The last thing society needs right now are goon experts coming out the woodworks. This type of personality heavily promotes the wrongest things in our society. By predominantly normalizing odd behaviors such as lustfulness, subservience, and sexual addiction, content like this being mainstream can have terrible effects on us as a society. Take for example, we all know about the drive-through gooner.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Although bro's situation is really sad, the idea of confidently pulling out your plank of wood in a public setting for the purpose of stroking it at a drive-thru to innocent women who are just trying to get through their shift is by far the craziest work known to man. I could honestly argue that the whole situation is heavily influenced by the ongoing normalization of provocative behavior. Like this OF model is going mainstream for wilding out every other month. And people like this goofball are only going to do more of a disservice to society by raising the gooner stock. But I am most concerned about how badly this can distort the growth of the younger generation. As a kid who grew up in the era of Vine, the era of prime YouTube vlogging, and the era of goofy YouTubers like KSI and his goofy FIFA videos, I can say that the internet is a lot harder to navigate for the younger generation than it was during my time. And it's a lot more dangerous for them because their brains are 100 times likely to be fried due to what is being promoted through mainstream media. 14-year-old me would be waiting for KSI's next FIFA video to drop. But in a world where the average 14-year-old could get a full disclosure of Sophie Rain's gyat with only 4 letters of typing, creating a persona that promotes gooning, knowing its psychological and detrimental effects to people, honestly makes you a loser.
Russian, go! Sweetie Fox, Rosie Ryder, Foxy D, Luxury Girl, Leah Silver, Kayla Green, Eva Elfie, Jennifer White, Octo Kuro, Diana Ryder, Talari Love, 44 Hot Found. Yes! Oh my gosh, yes, bro, let's go! World record again. I'm the greatest ever to touch the game.
Being this happy to accomplish something that is this lame has to make you the biggest scumbag on earth. And for the longest, I found it hard coming to the understanding of why people would willingly market themselves as degenerate societal figures. But in my last video where I basically denounced the Bob House and made the valid point that we no longer make the right people famous anymore, there was a guy in the comments that disagreed with me. He essentially makes the point that the entertainment market gets to decide who becomes famous. And since somehow the promotion of sexuality is at the center of marketable entertainment, people who overly promote degeneracy like the Bobs are better than those who grind to showcase their actual talents and creativity. And although there is some insight to be taken away from this statement, Ro's overall take on the issue is absolutely trash. Trying to put someone like this clown in the Bobs over talent and creativity is utter garbage. Anybody who even thinks of making that argument should be sent to jail immediately. In making that argument, you would have to justify why a goofball like this, who hopped on the bandwagon of sexuality to go viral, is better than a group like RDC who have grinded their whole lives to showcase their talent and creativity. Since we all know that's a lie, we can at least understand that sexuality and provocative behaviors are at the center of entertainment. It's literally everywhere, and now we're at the point where promoting gooning is now mainstream. And since chasing internet fame and virality by any means necessary is the name of the game, the supposed goon legend over here now has competitors, and they're making this whole thing like some gooning Olympics.
Lexilor, Kukula Block, Kenji Reeves, Demi Havax, Lulu Chu, Kylie Rocket, Maria Kazi, Lina Loving, Selena Mai, Molly Little. Acknowledge.
Yeah, this definitely is the most brain dead thing I've seen all year. Keep in mind that these guys have to edit themselves doing these quizzes. Bro even took the leisure to add outro music, like my brother in Christ.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
But in all honesty, if this is the current trajectory that we're headed in, we're all cooked. Especially the younger generation knowing no better than we do right now. Their brains are going to be fried before they reach the age of 20. Because they now have to develop in a society that promotes mass gooning and lustful behaviors. But perhaps what's worse to think about are the people who willingly promote degeneracy just to make a check or to go viral. It's like the slightest hint of virality and recognition make people forget basic things like morals, integrity, and the care for the brand that they create, what it represents, and how it impacts the societal dynamic. And it's exactly people like this to me that deserve no type of platform. Anyways, in closing this video out, I'd like to take this moment to thank each and every single one of you guys for subscribing and getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Although small in relative YouTube terms, I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity. I mean, if you asked me how much I was willing to achieve when I started, I would have told you that I would have been cool with 50 subscribers and 10 viewers a day who were loyal to me. So this is my thank you to each and every single one of you who has supported me from the start. Please like the video if you enjoyed. I'd love to hear your comments about the video down below, and make sure to leave a sub for more content like this.